Rabbits are food for snakes, as horrible as it sounds. That's just the law of the jungle, or isn't? Mothers have a primal drive to protect their babies after all, and they will do whatever it takes to defend their children. But how would a mama bunny defend her offspring against a seriously hungry serpent? Fortunately, we know exactly how she would do it. That's because in June 2015, a video of a rabbit's efforts to save its babies from a snake attack went viral. The YouTube user Mama Rabbit uploaded the surprising video, which is thought to have been recorded somewhere in the eastern United States. The video starts with a black snake holding 3 tiny furry forms and its tight coils. Although it's hard to tell where the snake begins and its prey ends, one little fluffy ball certainly isn't moving. Can you imagine the horror of seeing a child defenseless like that? David Esteen, expert and assistant professor at Auburn University's Museum of Natural History, identified the aggressor as a black rat snake. This is a non-venomous opportunistic predator, common in the United States. Its main prey consists of small mammals, lizards, and other reptiles, including its own species, though they constrict and eat whatever they can. Contrary to popular belief, however, constrictor snakes don't crush their prey. Rather, they suffocate them. Careful listeners to this flip, for instance, will notice a high-pitched squeaking noise at the start of the video. Unfortunately, that isn't the most visible baby. It is its siblings calling for help from somewhere within the snake's encircled snare. That was the remaining baby giving an alarm call. Dana Krempels, the biologist at Florida's University of Miami, explained to National Geographic. Luckily, the call was answered by a very angry mother rabbit who dropped like vengeful lightning on the snake. The black rat snake instantly let go of the baby bunnies when angry mama pounced, and a tiny fluffy form can be seen darting away from the unwrapped mass. Mama bunny, by the way, is an eastern cottontail rabbit. This species will fiercely defend its nests. As shown by Mother Dearest here, the cottontail checked on her babies next, but the hungry rat snake had already squeezed the life out of 2 of them. Just as she realized that her children were dead, however, the serpent made the mistake of raising its head to strike and got a face full of enraged rabbits. The snake seemed surprised by the rabbit's ferocity, as the people recording it were. Indeed, after a few attempts to defend itself against the darting back and forth onslaught of Mama Cottontail, the snake made the sensible choice of escaping, but unexpectedly, the furry fury gave chase. Mother rabbits, after all, are a force of nature when it comes to defending their nests. Their bunny babies are born blind and helpless, and they have absentee fathers. The babies therefore rely on mommy for protection until they can defend themselves. Mind you, anyone who's seen Watership Down will know the kind of brutality rabbits are capable of. And mother rabbits have a go-to move when it comes to predator disempowerment. Here then, the rabbit pounced on her opponent and sank her teeth into it. She then flipped onto her back, turning the snake with her. With her sparring partner on top of her, the rabbit used her powerful leg muscles and sharp claws to take her enemy's stomach in an attempt to rip out his entrails. "That's so cute and cuddly, are they?" Crumple said. Indeed, Elmer Fudge should be grateful that Bugs Bunny wasn't female. The snake attack was allowed to happen because cottontails don't spend their daytimes in their nest or fear of drawing attention to their babies. Instead, they patrol nearby and come back periodically when the sun rises and sets to check on their little fluffers. Krempels further told National Geographic readers, but the cottontail's likely aim was to scare the snake or wound it badly enough so that it wouldn't come back, and from the desperate attempts the snake in the video was making to get away. It probably doesn't want to be anywhere near a frenzied rabbit ever again. Indeed, the snake even attempted to lift itself over a wall to escape the battling bunny. It stood a good chance at that. Black rat snakes are skilled climbers. They can even scale tree trunks with nothing but their coils to help them. But the shaken serpent wasn't quick enough, and Mama Cottontail caught up again. Sinking her teeth into its tail, the bunny yanked the snake back into the metaphorical ring and into another rolling flurry of kicks. Black rat snakes can release a pungent musk to deter predators, but if it tried that tactic already, It was clearly ineffective against the rampaging rabbit. In fact, even though the snake had tried to retaliate with some vicious bites, all it really seemed to do was bring its head closer to the furious mother cottontail. However, the exhausted-looking serpent finally made one last attempt to strike back and snapped its head toward the bunny. Unfortunately, it was the worst move that it could have made. The lightning-fast rabbit was simply too quick and leapt backwards into the air and kicked out with her hind legs. The amazing move looks like something straight out of the video game Street Fighter. Certainly the clawed kick knocked the snake straight up into the air. The space did, however, give the snake the opportunity to escape, and it slithered away over a nearby yard. Still, the cottontail gave chase for another round of kicks before letting the snake slink off. The YouTube video, which has now been watched over 19 million times, is correctly captioned. This rabbit versus snake fight reminds us how parents react when someone attacks their babies. We certainly won't look at rabbits the same way again. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.